Welcome to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Jack Denebeim, and joining me now are Cardinals girls basketball players Brynn Deterding and Parker Long after the team just beat Spring Hill 53-47. And guys, how do you feel starting the season off 1-0?
I'm very excited. I was a little nervous going into the game, but when it started rolling, it was really fun.
Yes, I'm just so excited right now. I mean, our home environment was insane tonight. I mean, everyone seemed so electric, and we really bounced back from last year, and it was Spring Hill is an amazing team, so it was great to really get in there and put in all our effort and beat them.
Why is it important for you guys to start the season off 1-0 and kind of set the tone for the season?
I think it's important just to keep the pace up, and so we know the expectation on how we should play our roles and keep going.
Yeah, like Brynn said, just setting an expectation for the rest of the year is really important, and having, like you said, like setting the right tone just to always give full effort in every game, but we got to move on to the next and give all we got.
You guys started out the game on a 7-0 run. How is that important to kind of establish that momentum early?
Yeah, I think we did really good on pushing the ball and getting open shots by driving and kicking, and then we got looks from Parker and Laney, and they hit shots. So.
Yeah, it definitely set the tone and the momentum for the rest of the game, and we all had those jitters, so it was nice just to get them out right away, and that really helped, and yeah, it set the tone for the rest of the game, and we really competed hard.
There at the end of the first half, you guys went on an 11-0 run. What kind of sparked that scoring run?
I think, we just wanted to get up on defense and then get the runs on offense and create open shots for our teammates, so I think that was good.
Yeah, pushing the ball and creating open shots was huge for us, and definitely working on defense, and it would help in offense, and just finding those holes and making those cuts really helped us.
So in the fourth quarter there, the game turned really physical. I think all your points in the fourth quarter came off free throws. Just how were you guys able to handle that physicality late in the game?
Yeah, I think it was just important to take care of the ball and keep it in our possession so we didn't have turnovers to let them get possessions to score.
Yeah, definitely taking care of the ball, but also just being mentally tough in those situations. It gets so tiring, and it's definitely very nerve-wracking those last few minutes. So being tough physically and mentally was really important.
And then also there in the fourth quarter, you guys only allowed 4 points to them in the final 5.5 minutes or so there. How was the defense able to kind of step up and put this one away?
Yeah, I think we were really focusing on getting up on their guard and then having the other people step up and be in the passing lanes and really getting up and creating turnovers like they happened to have later in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely getting up and just being aggressive on everything. Communication was huge for us tonight, just being on help side. They had a really good big girl in the post, and it was very important that we communicated on that. And also this season we have a ton of depth, so it was nice to get those breathers and have every girl giving 100% on defense.
You guys played Mill Valley on Tuesday. Any early thoughts on them?
I have no idea, but I know it'll be a good game, so I'm ready to compete.
Yep, I'm excited. We got to celebrate this tonight, but then we got to move on and prepare for the next game. Mill Valley's a great team. We played them last year, and I'm just excited for this season.
Great. That's all the questions I got for you guys. This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899. I'm Jack Denebeim, reporting for the Eudora Times. Welcome back to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Jack Denebeim, and joining me now is Cardinals girls basketball head coach Brynn Parker after the team just beat Spring Hill 53-47. And Coach, how were you guys able to get it done tonight?
Well, it was a total team effort. We just talked about it in the locker room, that the difference of our team, this year from last year is we have depth, and so we were able to play kids in and the cool thing is we just got a group of individuals that are a team, and they want to do whatever they can to help the team. So their minutes are valuable because they're wearing on the opponent, whether it's the ball handler, whether it's down in the post, whatever it may be. And every night will look probably different. But the people, everyone that came in, they contributed. And, they just gave us that energy, that effort that we asked for all the time. So what does that mean? Well, you saw our starters finish the game, whereas last year in those situations, they were really tired. And so finishing that was a little more difficult. But with our team and people stepping in and doing their role, they're a little bit more fresh, and you could see that just by the way we were shooting free throws.
Why is it important for you guys to start the season off 1-0 and kind of set the tone for the season?
Well, first of all, we have a lot of respect for Spring Hill. They're a good ball team. They're well coached. They're good athletes. They execute well. They do everything that as a coach, she has to feel really good about what they're doing. So for us to come out and kind of have some new pieces in place and people that hadn't been on a varsity floor before, to come out against a level of competition like that and come out and compete and survive sort of the ebb and flow that a game produces, but especially a first game produces. I was proud of them because they really had to dig down, and we had some moments where we weren't great. Things didn't quite go our way, but we bounced right back, and that just kind of shows the resilience and just I like the energy that we feed off of each other, whether it's from the bench, whether it's at a timeout, whether it's in the locker room, whatever it is. It's for game one. It was just a good vibe, and I'm just really happy for the kids that. When they got frustrated last year, that they can start the year 1-0, and like I said, we enjoy it tonight, and then we move on and get on to the next one.
As you said, you guys kind of had some bounce back moments in this game. At the end of the first half, you went on an 11-0 scoring run. What kind of sparked that scoring run for you guys?
I'm trying to remember it. I think it was just being in rhythm. From what I remember, we were working hard defensively. We kind of got some transition buckets, but then we hit some big shots. I think in that run, Laney might have hit one or two threes. Brynn might have hit one.
Yeah, Parker and Brynn.
Okay.
I think they kind of led that run.
But again, it was just everything was in rhythm. It wasn't forced. We were penetrating. We were drawing defenders. We were making good reads. And then kids, that's what we've been telling them. These are shots that you can make, and we encourage you to take. And so they did in really opportune times, and it just was just kind of hitting like that. And, makes basketball fun when they're going in like that.
There towards in the fourth quarter, it turned into a really physical game. I think all your guys' points came off free throws in that quarter. Just how were you guys kind of able to keep up with that physicality in the fourth?
Well, it's tough. They're physical, athletic players, and honestly, I didn't think that. And we talked about in the locker room. We didn't do a really good job defensive rebounding. We were pretty soft with it, and they were kind of owning us on that. So we just had to make sure that we kept our composure, and I think that was a big piece for us, especially. And give Brynn credit as a freshman point guard to keep her composure, because we were holding the ball a little bit in the last couple minutes, because with the new rules, we were going to be at 5 fouls, and we felt pretty good about our free throw shooting team on the court. So if they're going to come out and foul us, then we have an opportunity to get some free points. And that worked in our favor tonight. So I thought, all that being said, we just kind of kept our heads, and defensively we switched some things up. They were beating us underneath. Kind of bad, and so we needed to help each other out with that, and our communication and flow defensively in switching in kind of a hybrid man zone, I think probably overall was probably the biggest key, because it put them a little bit off balance. So.
And then they're also in the fourth quarter. I think you guys only allowed 4 points in the last 5.5 minutes or so. How was the defense kind of able to step up and close this game out?
Again, I would say simply from a communication standpoint, we just weren't allowing people to get into gaps, and we kind of threw something on the run that we haven't necessarily worked on a lot in practice. Really haven't worked on much at all, but it has a lot of our fundamentals defense that we work on every day. They did a really nice job of adapting in a short-term scenario, and so that was fun to watch, because when you get 5 people on the court communicating defensively, that's really fun to watch. And so I'm really proud of how they came out and made that happen.
You guys played Mill Valley on Tuesday, another very good team. Any early thoughts on them?
Well, I know after I watch some video tomorrow, well-coached team. We had a good game with them last year. They'll be talented. They'll be fast. They'll be hungry to come in here and get a win. We can't have a hangover after this win because our schedule's not going to allow it. Like, it's time for us, like we talked about, enjoy it tonight because you should. Wins are fun. Enjoy them. But move on tomorrow and start prepping and come back Tuesday and let's get after it again. Same intensity, same teamwork, and see what happens.
That's all the questions I got for you, Coach. Thank you. This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899. I'm Jack Denebeim, reporting for the Eudora Times. Welcome to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Jack Denebeim, and joining me now are Cardinals boys basketball players Connor Watson and Logan Sullivan after the team took down Spring Hill 50-42. And guys, how do you feel starting the season off with a win?
I think it was a statement game. We came off very strong and talked and just did our best, and I think we did good with that.
It was a scrappy win, I'll say that. That's how the first game is always going to be with a new crew. I think we got the job done. Just got to get better from here.
Mm-hmm. Why is it important for you guys to kind of start the season off 1-0 and set the tone for the year?
Well, we've had some squirrely practices, so I feel like having a good statement win and not a scrappy, funny game and being locked in, it shows we can be locked in and have more serious practices.
Same thing he said. It was a statement game. We lost a lot of people. We came back, so we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you guys mentioned, it was a scrappy game tonight, especially there in the fourth quarter. They kind of hung around with you guys. How were you guys able to kind of put them away and secure the win tonight?
I think Coach Deterding did a great job of keeping us composed and telling us that it's okay. And when we did do a bad job, he tried his best to stay composed and tried to coach us up, even though he was a little mad. But I think we did a good job.
Free throws win games. That was a big part of it, just hitting free throws and staying composed and poised within the game.
Mm-hmm. You guys took a 9-point lead into halftime. Why was that important for you guys to kind of have that early momentum to start the game?
I think they came out with their head on fire, so they were ready, but having that nice 9-point cushion was very good and very comfortable to have.
We wanted to extend that lead, obviously, but they came out pretty hard, and we had a lot of guys tired, so we just kind of stuck with the 9-point battle right there, really.
And Logan, you started the game off pretty hot tonight. What kind of sparked that for you?
Just being ready, excited for the first game, and I want to dish some balls to my teammate. Once I get going, I can get them open.
You guys play Mill Valley on Tuesday. What are you guys looking forward to there?
We just need to have a strong 2 days of practice, get locked in. They're a very respectable team, and I think if we come out, try our hardest, not squirrely and all that, I think we could have a very good chance.
Yeah, they're going to be bigger than us, so we got to have guys being scrappy and getting rebounds. So.
Great. That's all the questions I got for you guys. Thank you.
Perfect.
This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899.
Go Chiefs.
I'm Jack Denebeim, reporting for the Eudora Times.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome back to the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. I'm your host, Jack Denebeim, and joining me now is Cardinals boys basketball head coach Kyle Deterding after the team just took down Spring Hill. And Coach, how are you guys able to get this victory tonight?
We found a way to score more points than them tonight. I didn't know how it was going to go, but overall I thought our effort was pretty good. Things got a little sloppy, kids get a little tired, but it's kind of be expected in game one and early in the season. But I thought we tried pretty hard and did enough things to get it done.
Why was it important for you guys to start off 1-0 and kind of set the tone for the season?
We don't really talk about wins and losses a lot. We just talk about getting better, and we just wanted to come out and compete and try to get better and see how things will go. So sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but we wanted to come out and compete and kind of set the tone early. And I thought we came out and competed pretty well in the first half.
Mm-hmm. I talked to Connor and Logan, and they described this game as scrappy. What do you think about that, and how were you guys kind of able to put them away tonight?
Well, if you saw us out there, we're going to have to be scrappy because we're not going to walk on the court and just manpower too many people. So we're going to have to compete on the defensive end every game to give ourselves a chance, and then hopefully make enough shots to get enough done.
You guys started out the game with a 9-point lead heading into halftime. Why was that important for you guys to kind of set that tone in the first half and establish that early momentum?
Well, it's good just because defensively I thought we were playing pretty well. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means, but our effort was really good, so it gave us a chance because offensively Logan made some shots, but we weren't exactly hot in the first half either. So to have a lead because we played some defense, that was a positive going into half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you just talked about the defense there, only 40 points tonight. Just what did you like from the defense side of the ball tonight?
The effort was pretty good, but it's like I said, it's going to have to be better than that every game the rest of the year. It's just going to have to be, we're going to have to buy into defending on that end of the floor and then seeing what happens on the offensive end, but we're going to have to compete on the defensive end every night.
You guys play Mill Valley on Tuesday. Do you have any early thoughts on that matchup?
I just know that they're one of the best teams in the state, so it'll be fun.
There you go. Perfect. That's all I got for you, Coach. Thank you. This is the Kaw Valley State Bank postgame show. Kaw Valley State Bank, Eudora's community bank since 1899. I'm Jack Denebeim, reporting for the Eudora Times.